Hey, welcome. I'm Melissa Christoffer. I am your Diamond Leader upline. And if you are joining the series, it's because you're ready to launch your business. And I couldn't be more excited for you. I'm I'm a little over 7 years ahead of you, but that's a good thing. That means that I know what I'm doing. I know how to get to where I'm at. And I remember what it's like to start from zero, from the beginning. But I didn't have the resources that you have now. And so I'm just thrilled that you're investing in yourself with this 30-minute weekly series to help you launch your business. I'm confident that if you continue to take the steps forward and you're consistent over time, that you can be successful. So we're calling this the launch, okay? It's 6 weeks of business mentoring, and this is week 1. So welcome. The intention behind this 6 weeks are to help walk you through the most impactful income producing business building activities. And we're going to be using the acronym PIPES. PIPES as we learn about them. So week 1 is all about preparing. Now, this is so important. It doesn't maybe fit what you think I would go through on a week about preparing, but I think this is the most genius place to start because you're going to reference it every single week because you have to know why you're selling doTERRA, why you've chosen to take this step forward, why you've moved from just a wholesale customer to a wellness advocate, pursuing the option of reaching out to other people and introducing to them to doTERRA. Why are you doing that? You're going to get asked that. If you reach out to family and friends, they may ask, why are you selling oils? And you need to know the answer and you need to be able to express it confidently. And it's going to totally impact your ability for the rest of the PIPES acronym when it comes to inviting, presenting, enrolling, and supporting. If you don't truly have a why behind why you're moving forward, it'll be really difficult to fight past the salesy feeling of this and really it allows you to be more authentic, honestly. Really be you for why you have decided to move forward. So there's a great questionnaire that helps you sort through this question, and it's a part of the sales guide from doTERRA. So you can go into your cart and look for doTERRA sales guide. You can download it for free. You can purchase it for a few dollars. I love it. I think it's worth purchasing multiple because I think it should be the first thing that you go through with your leaders as you recruit people to do the business with you. And so if you get to page 3, you'll find that it's asking you a few different questions. The first is, what are 3 ways that doTERRA has impacted your life? There's probably more than 3. What are the 3 most profound ways that doTERRA has impacted your life? And write it all out. Get it all down on paper. A lot of times we know them, but it's really important for us to write it out for our brain to see it, hear it, and absorb it. What is the difference that you can make in other people's lives by sharing doTERRA products with them? Why do you want to offer that change to others? And if somebody asked you why you are sharing doTERRA products, how would you respond? Because they probably will ask you, and being able to answer confidently is not only important for them to hear it, but for you to know that you are doing something that's authentic to you as an act of service to people that you care about. So that's the first step. Then we have to know who we want to share with first, right? We can know why we're selling, important. Next, how to know who we want to share with first. And so I want you to start a list, a names list. And this isn't like a recruiting list. This doesn't have to feel gimmicky at all. This is just a place for you to jot down your brain so that you can remember all the people that you've been impacted by in your life, people that you want to impact, and people that you want to share doTERRA with. It doesn't mean that you know they're going to buy essential oils or that you know they are into natural solutions. It doesn't have anything to do with whether you think they'll say yes or no. All this list has to do with is the people that you care the most about, people that you're connected the closest to, and who you want to share doTERRA with. So you'll write down the names of your friends and family and contacts who love to support you. No matter what you choose to do in your life, who are the ones that are always your cheerleaders behind you? Those go on the list. Anybody who you know is dealing with health issues. This is especially important because you have a whole bag full of natural solutions now that you can be reaching out and offering solutions for people to try. Or maybe it's their family members who they've shared with you are going through a hard time. What a way to bless the people you care about by loving on the people that they love. And if you want to help them, then they go on the list. Have you shown people that have shown interest in oils or natural things before? Maybe you know some people that have started working out recently or started to try to change their diet. Or I just met a woman last night. She's lost almost 100 pounds in a year. doTERRA is perfect for her because it aligns with what she is already pursuing in her life, but it up levels her ability to get results because of the way the oils will interact with her. So she would go on my list. People that you love and trust, and that those that feel the same about you, love and trust you. And then we always feel like the best people on the list are women between the ages of 30 and 55 and are natural minded women, because they tend to be the leaders of the healthcare in our homes. That's just how it is. They're the mom docs, right? They are the ones that are dealing with all the kid sicknesses. They're staying home with kids. They're the ones that are making sure we make it to the dentist appointments and the medical appointments and all of that. And so they're the ones that are going to be most interested in saving money on essential oils and seeking solutions in natural health care. And so the ages of 30 and 55 doesn't mean they have to be in that range, but typically those people are the most active in their health. And they're the most open to receiving new information. And so that's such a great age range. And then natural minded, of course, they don't have to be. We have lots of nurses and practitioners and pharmacists and all the things as customers on our team. But there are still those people that lean toward the natural first, if there's an opportunity to do so. And so those are definitely the ones that should hit the top of your list. And then finally, those that have business experience of any kind and could use another stream of income. You are selling two products. You're selling doTERRA essential oils, but you're also selling the business opportunity. And so it's really important, even if you think maybe they don't necessarily have an interest in essential oils yet, they might be very curious to know about a brand new opportunity for them to create a second stream of income. And doTERRA right now has such an incredible opportunity with their Founders 2.0 opportunity. And really the way that the comp plan is set up works for long-term residual income that most have never had available to them. So you should be able to come up with at least 30 to 40 names without too much effort. I promise you, the average person knows about 600 people. So I'm not asking for a list of 600, only for 30 to 40. Those are the ones you'll reach out to during your 6 weeks of your launch. If you need help, make sure that you're referring back to the daily mentor calls at dailymentorcalls.com. Remember, that's a free program that you can enroll in. You'll get a text every time you are ready for a new call. Once you've complete that call, you'll get a text for the next one. It goes all the way up to 50, but call 1 through 5 are the most important when it comes to preparing and getting your names list together. Now, this might require some essential oils, right? A focus oil blend like In Tune, or one that encourages you to take action and move forward, like Motivate. Make sure you're utilizing your oils in this process. And then learn how to sample effectively. This is really important. The goal is to sample 30 people in 30 days, but we can give out samples, free samples to 30 people in a day if we wanted to, but it's likely not going to be very effective if we don't have a plan for following up and helping them move forward, actually using the samples and getting a great result. So if you don't take this seriously or your effort is not effective, then you'll find yourself in the elite cycle, and it can be very, very discouraging. If you're not familiar with the elite cycle, that's called number 32. You can skip ahead and listen to that, but that is definitely something I've seen people fall into, and it's discouraging because you reach out to a small amount of people, sometimes ineffectively. Only a few actually show up to the class, maybe only 1 or 2 enroll with a purchase, and the momentum is just very, very slow. It takes a lot of time and effort for very little results. And although it's exciting to help one person, most of you don't have the time freedom yet to allow yourself to, and financial freedom, quite frankly, to allow yourself to move slowly in this business. We want to help you make money quickly, especially at least $100 to get your oils paid for right away from the beginning. So this is the time to build momentum. That's why this launch process. So if you need help, again, refer back to daily mentor calls 6 through 10. 1 through 5 is about getting your contact list together. 6 through 10 is specifically about sampling effectively and making a plan for how you'll contact. If you introduce your contacts to doTERRA essential oils and they have a positive experience, this is likely going to be the most exciting part of your business. So fight the butterflies. I know it can feel a little bit overwhelming at first, but I want you to go back to why you're selling and remember the impact that you can have on people when you do this effectively. All right, and then be clear of your launch class details. Likely you're going to be working with a cross-line friend or an upline mentor to put together your class options, but we recommend setting up 4 classes within a close parameter of time. For most, it's reasonable to have 4 classes within 10 to 14 days. And for more on why we do this and why it's proven to be the most effective way to launch your business, you want to refer back to that daily mentor call number 40. So you've noticed I'm skipping around a little bit. It's allowed. 1 through 10, very important, but I'm also already mentioned call number 32, call number 40. You can jump ahead. Those matter to you at the very beginning of your business. We find that at least 1 online class and then many in-person classes are most effective, but obviously depends on where your 30 to 40 contacts live. If you have just moved to an area and you haven't made friends, it doesn't mean that you can't in the next few days. Go out in your community and get involved, but likely in your launch, it will require some online classes to be in touch, or maybe you're traveling to that area and just launching in that area for those 8 to 10 days. If that's an option for you. And then we find that working with your enroller or your upline leaders to get the support you need is really, really crucial. You've likely never taught an essential oil class. I've taught hundreds of them, and the people that I work with and the rest of my team have as well. And so don't feel like you need to teach your first few classes. If you want to, you could and can. It's very, very simple. You could have a class by just having 4 or 5 friends over, having ice water with lemon or wild orange in it, and literally just passing around your favorite oils and gushing about them. Why do you love them? How have they made a difference in your life? Going through those knowing why you're selling questions just out loud in a conversation, and then helping them pick the oils that they need for what they're going through. That's all that a class is. And so just feel confident in stepping forward with what you're ready to do. But know that it can be up to you and your support team how you actually make that happen. I love this quote because it's exactly what I'm just saying here. You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to get it going. And that's the goal of your launch. All right. What we have found is one of the best ways to launch your business is with an essential oil study as one of the 4 class options during your launch. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to do an oil study to be successful. We didn't actually have oil study material a couple years ago. And so I didn't launch with an oil study, but recently we found that that's a really awesome option because it allows us to collaborate with other teams. There's quite a bit of power in large numbers of participants, so working together. And then it also offers you a chance to reach out to people that you may not otherwise be brave enough to ask for sampling essential oils, but they'd be willing to participate as an oil study participant. Now you can learn how this is all done and how it's run, what is needed, literally everything that you will need in mentor call number 34. So be sure to check that out. So that's week 1. Okay. I know it can be a lot, but this is the best part is we're not going to push you into a launch before you're ready. That's why we have an entire week dedicated to just preparation. Next week, we're going to reach out and start inviting, but this week, it's so important that you have your list made, that you're organizing your list, that you're ranking your list. You'll learn that during those calls. And then you make a plan of action, including a plan for contacting and a plan for class schedules, and begin some weekly mentor calls with your supportive upline, whoever is supporting you as you launch this business. Anyone that is one day further along than you can mentor you. And so I encourage you to reach out if you don't have that already set up. And then make sure you're completing the Know Why You Are Selling questionnaire and the sales guide. If you don't have the guide, again, you can download it for free on your doTERRA site. Otherwise, you can move back in this recording and pull those questions off of the slide. I pulled them all from that page. If you want to be challenged, then this is my challenge to you this week. Reach out to 1 to 2 partner prospects. The people that move the fastest in this business, that make the money the fastest, and that stay encouraged are people that are doing this with someone else. And so obviously you have your upline support, but having someone that you are partnered with that's actually enrolling for your team, that changes everything. And so when you enroll your customers, you're going to have an opportunity to place them in your organization. And if you don't have a wellness advocate, another partner that you're working with, they'll all go on your front line. And that's okay, but it is the slowest way to move forward. If you have someone you're partnered with, some of those customers can go under their team and you can start building out some of the comp plan, which is the unilevel payout, the power of 3 payout. And so I think you should be brave and reach out and just say, hey, I'm reaching out to you today because I love you. I love being friends with you. You've been a huge encouragement to me. You have been my cheerleader in so many things in my life. I've come across doTERRA essential oils and they've started to change my life. I'm using this oil for this, and my son is using this for this, and I am in love. And so I've been presented with an opportunity to start doing this as a business. And I really think this is going to be what I need to move forward and create some time and financial freedom. And so when I'm thinking about who I want to do this with, it's you, because number one, of the way you've always been a cheerleader in my life, but also because I feel like you're one of the most influential people I know. People are always doing what you do. And I would love for you to just be a fly in the wall, hear a little bit more about it. Would you be open to learning a little bit more? And see what they say. Someone might say no, someone might say yes. And that would be a really exciting thing for you. All right. The last thing that I'm going to go through today, and I will be bringing it up every week because it's absolutely essential to your progress, is investing in your self-development. And so this quote is unknown, but it says, improving yourself is the first step to improving everything else. I have found that to be true in my doTERRA business. At each level of my business, I've had to push past what felt like a barrier and really ended up being growth inside me that needed to happen, whether it was believing in the product, believing in the business of doTERRA, in the opportunity of this business, whether it was believing in myself or believing in my leaders or believing in my purpose, whatever it has been to help me move forward. And so this is from a book called John Maxwell's Leadership book. That's the name of it, Leadership. It would be a great one for you to check out if you're looking for a new book. If you'd love to read, otherwise you can download it on Audible and listen while you drive or do dishes or all the things. But it's so important to be moving your mind forward in this progress. Okay, a couple more things. I want you to be, this is just kind of the nitty gritty, some sampling supplies. We aren't going to be sampling this week, but this is all about preparing, right? So we want to make sure that we have these things available. And the most important thing that you're going to need is sample drams, tiny small glass bottles. So you're not lending out your own big bottles of oil, and you can get them from doTERRA. You can go right into your cart and search sample and they'll pop up. You can get them from Amazon, aromatools.com, oillife.com, and there's other stores. Some of our stores here locally even sell them. But my favorites, personal favorites, if you want to know, have a dropper top. So they're just super simple to use, and they're actually from Amazon. So you just want to search that Resty 50 pieces clear glass dropper vials, 1 milliliter. That's what I use. If you want to label your samples, which I think you should, then you can get bottle top stickers from doTERRA. They're just 50 cents. Search stickers in your cart. And then we always like to give our people that we sample an A to Z guide, basically a handout that helps them understand the basics of essential oils, how to use them. And you can find those at oillife.com, or it's possible that your mentor has some that you can purchase or use from there. And the most important oils to have for sampling is probably one of the number one questions that I get asked are just the basic oils, because that's where we all started. And that's where your customers will want to start too. The lemon, lavender, peppermint, the On Guard Deep Blue, Digestin, frankincense, copaiba, adaptive, tea tree, breathe, etc. The ones that you're likely most familiar with, and you probably already have. If you don't, that would be a great first loyalty rewards order, is to get some of those top most used oils that give people some of the fastest results. And then here's a checklist. I'm not going to read through everything here just for the interest of time. What I want you to do is take a screenshot of this page so that you can go through and make sure that we're not missing anything for you. In the past, all of these things we know need to be done, but we're we've never had it written into a checklist to make sure that you actually know that it's been done. So it's things all the way from creating some direct deposit through doTERRA to weekly mentor calls, downloading the shop app so you can access your rewards order, requesting to join Facebook pages and support groups, and then even having doTERRA's customer service number and the business advancement team number. So anyway, so many things. Let us know if you have questions on any of these checklists. All right. What's to come next week? We're going to be back here for the next part of the PIPES acronym, and that's all about inviting. So if you have any questions, make sure that you reach out to the person that invited you to start watching this series. You're likely already have a weekly mentor call set up. Otherwise, that's part of your homework. So get after that. And I'm so thrilled that you get a chance to be a part of building with our team. I think we have one of the best, most supportive teams, and I know that you can be successful if you continue to take steps forward with us. Bye-bye.